I was 11 years old when I first started posting my artwork online through a site called DeviantArt. I wasn't actually old enough to join, so I said I was born in 1995 instead of 2004. Don't do that, by the way. It's November 2014, and only a few months prior, an indie horror video game called Five Nights at Freddy's had come out. A game in which you play as a night security guard in a children's pizzeria, confined to your office as the haunted animatronic characters come to life and try to kill you.
Hello? Hello?
I had initially heard about it through friends at school, YouTube videos, websites like DeviantArt. And little did I know, through this little point and click horror video game that would eventually grow to become one of the biggest video game franchises in recent years, I would find my artistic identity. Now, I know it sounds weird that a game about the souls of murdered children haunting killer robots would be something I enjoyed as a tiny child, but figuring out the intricacies of the story is something that I enjoyed, and the malleability of the lore itself is something that really paved a road into me creating my own original stories. So, I did what I do best, and I expressed that love in my artwork. Much to the displeasure of my family, who thought it was really weird and scary. I don't blame them. I posted all of those drawings on my DeviantArt profile, which has now since been deactivated out of embarrassment. But if there is one thing that I learned from my time as a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, is that people tend to like it when you draw their favorite things. And sure, I had found a group online that had enjoyed the same thing that I did, but I never managed to find a true community in my eyes. People close to me who I could share my favorite things with. And while my family supported my aspirations as an artist, they weren't always sure of the material. And so I managed to scare my family more for the next few years until, as a young teenager, I would start to move on to other, greater things. In 2017, I started listening to a band called 21 Pilots, and I liked them so much that I don't do anything about it. But fast forward a couple years and they become the main inspiration for lots of my artwork. And I mean lots of it. Even this one that was displayed at our culmination last month. Not only that, but in late 2021, around the release of their most recent album, Scaled and Icy, I was motivated to do something I've never done before and actively participate in the community, specifically Twitter. Something I probably never would have done if my time at Artworks hadn't encouraged me to become a better artist. There was a small period of time between November 2021 and October 2022 where I was still new to the whole fan account thing, pretty much just getting a lay of the land and trying to find friends. Then, October 2022 rolls around and an amazing opportunity presents itself to me. Clicktober. Inktober, but for click artists, or artists who make art based off of the band. Art by the Click. An art account that features click artists that the lead singer himself follows. Posts a list of one-word prompts for the whole month of October that we follow. I made it my mission to complete the whole month by posting a new piece each day. I somewhat succeeded, and gained a bunch of followers in the process. But that wasn't even the best part. While my art now gets a lot of engagement, and I am incredibly grateful for that, being a part of the clique gave me something so much more. In November of last year, a fan named Shy came up with a great idea for Tyler, the singer's birthday. A fundraiser in the name of the clique for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, the Trees Project. Since it was only inside our small little place on fandom Twitter, nobody really thought it would make that much. But within the first hour, the original goal was already surpassed and was still going up. So, the decision was made to up the goal to an ambitious $21,000, a goal meant to be hit by December 1st. We made it just in time. As of writing, we've raised over $39,000 for suicide prevention. I personally donated around $200, and even though $200 is less than 1% of $39,000, I still contributed to that number, to a cause, for a band, to people that mean so much to me. Here's a tweet that really puts it in perspective. And this was only at 25K, never mind 39. How crazy is that? I am so glad that at Artworks I've been able to have such freedom of expression, because I realize now that there is nothing I am better at than expressing myself through things that I love. And whether that community is online or in person, it's always where I'll feel most like myself. So, while I wait patiently for 21 Pilots' new album and Arcane Season 2, I know that I can always draw to pass the time. I'm Samantha. Thanks for listening.